We learned a little bit about the gauche caviar and, or as they call them in the United States, the limousine liberals. In fact, there are 7 millionaires in the government of Francois Hollande out of the 37 ministers. Some of the things are kind of interesting, and they're not particularly impressive in the size of the numbers, but rather in how small they are. The Interior Minister, for instance, just says he has just 108 euros in his current account balance at his local bank. Other things that were declared included a 4,000 euro designer chair by one minister. Another minister admitted that she has a David Beckham T-shirt, and that's got to be worth something. So, in fact, it's been revealing. It's been the subject of a lot of talk here. Whether it really means anything down the line, I'm not really sure, Nina.
Let's go through some of those items and also get a chance for our viewers to look at them. We're talking about a designer Charles Eames chair, which is a pretty pricey item, some might say, bought for around about 4,800 euros or something. But also, the French president, Francois Hollande, has 2 apartments in Cannes, which is one of the most expensive French Riviera sites anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, and in fact, the winner for the richest cabinet member is the foreign minister, Laurent Fabius. He has got a wealth of over 6 million euros. About 2.5 million of that is just in his Paris apartment. So, you know, I think one of the things is that if you own real estate, especially in Paris, it's going to put you almost into the millionaire category just because the property prices here are so high. So a lot of the ministers, we found out, are renting the places where they live. Some ministers, for instance, they had to declare family wealth. So we had, for instance, the minister of the elderly. She has a great deal of family wealth through her husband, and estimated her net worth at about 5.5 million euros. So in any case, there's a lot of interesting detail in this, but once this is out, what I think a lot of people now are saying is this doesn't really mean much. What you really need to see are where the minister's incomes are coming from, and whether they're making money off in the side or something like that. Would this prevent another kind of scandal like the one that Mr. Hollande has just been through? Well, probably not, because there's no check. There's supposed to be a kind of an audit of what the ministers have filed, but there's not really going to be a public check of what they filed. So it's still a kind of a murky area, but it will probably deflect some of the talk that's been going on after that scandal involving the budget minister, who was the man, in fact, who was supposed to be tracking down tax fraud, and he was found to be kind of a frauder himself. You know?